Hi folks, wanted to go over a quick idea. I've been learning a lot of JD Crowe stuff, and one of the things that he does and other folks do at a couple different times is a hammer on on the 4th string, either 0 to 2 or 0 to 3. So, and you alternate it with open 1st and 3rd string. And there's 2 different patterns that you see quite a bit, and one of them is just hammering the 0 to 2 or 0 to 3 if you're doing a more bluesy song, hammering. So you can do that 0 to 2, or you can do it 0 to 3. And then the other thing is to it's more like a honky-tonk lick. It's you actually double thumb the first 0 to 2, and then you hammer the second 0 to 2, and then you come back and double thumb the third 0 to 2. So instead of straight hammering, it's so I'm picking the notes there the 1st and 3rd time. Pick, and then hammer, and then pick again. Okay, and if you do it 0 to 3, it sounds more bluesy, and I actually think Jim Mills does that on Hide Head Blues, close to the end of the break there. Except it's in a different tuning. It's in some sort of C tuning. Depends on which way you want to do that. So that is a real good idea you can use for filler. You got to be careful because it's pretty flashy, so you don't want to do it right on top of the vocal. So it's a time where you're either doing it in your break, or it's at the end of a phrase, and then there's a few beats there before somebody comes in and starts singing again. Maybe I'm walking, yes sirree, and talking about you and me, and hoping that you'll come back someday. And it's something like that before they come back in and sing. The other idea I want to show you is more of an up the neck as you're doing it with backup. Instead of, it kind of gives you another option. Instead of doing the 6 White Horses Boogie Woogie lick, or instead of doing the In the Mood lick, something like that. It's kind of a mixture in between, and then you hear it a lot when you actually go to the C chord, when you go to the 4 chord, and it kind of takes the same progression or the idea that I did in the very first part there. Instead of being 0 to 2, now you're doing the same hammer on like you would start the boogie woogie lick on, except you're only doing the hammer on part, and then you're using the 3rd string and then the 1st string. And those are the only 2 you use. Same as this. Not exactly the same, but it's the same kind of idea that you're doing. So it's kind of a mixture in between the 6 White Horses and the up the neck, in the mood kind of lick there. Let me see if I can figure out a good place to put that. It kind of reminds me of what's that old movie? It's like I'm going to call this the hammer-on honky-tonk lick, but it also reminds me of like someone we playing the piano in the saloon. I don't know if that's ragtime or whatever kind of feeling it is, like the movie The Sting. Okay, I had somebody ask me about that. I played the lick on a song that JD Crowe had done. I'm learning from Tab, and They wanted to know how I was doing the hammer-on part of that. So there's just a couple of ideas maybe you can work into a song. It's good for filler, also good for your breaks. But then also as you're doing the back up the neck, and you go to especially the 4 chord. If you've got a lot of space there, instead of doing or you can do the honky-tonk hammer-on. All right, thanks.